So then when I go and sit down and read it, I will be able to go through each screenshot and read the conversation as it goes along. And I will do that many times, and then listen to the dialogue again and go over it again a few more times until I'm really comfortable with it. Welcome back everyone to my day 10. Today we're going to continue reviewing some Babbel. I'm going to show you where I'm at so far. There are obviously different sections you can use in Babbel, different things that you can jump around from, but I just like to follow it the way it lays it out, because I'm not going there just to order from a restaurant, although you can actually do that on Babbel. You can actually just choose Babbel for ordering from restaurants, greetings in the streets, and so on and so forth. But I'm just going to keep following along the way it's given to me, because my goal ultimately is to speak Spanish on a daily basis with pertaining to any subject, talking about any subject to anybody. So that's my goal. So I'm going to carry on here and see how things go today. And then there's something else I want to show you at the end of this, to show you the sort of things that I do, that I've added or implemented to my daily routine using Babbel. So this is not something that is new to maybe other people, but to me it's new, and a new idea, a new way to actually utilize Babbel as part of my daily routine within the 30 minutes of my Babbel study before I go on to Link. And I hope you watched the video yesterday, Nanki. If not, you can probably, there'll be a link below and a link to the video that I did just the other day. So without further ado, I'm going to carry on and see how far I can get. ¿Estás casada? I think I can click on this actually and it will repeat it.
¿Estás casada?
Estás casada? Estás casada? Estás casada? It's really important to repeat it on several times. ¿Estás casada? Estoy soltero.
Estoy soltero.
Estoy soltero. Él está divorciado. Divorciado.
Él está divorciado.
Él está divorciado.
Él está divorciado.
Él está divorciado. ¿Tienes novio? ¿Tienes novio?
¿Tienes novio?
¿Tienes novio?
¿Estás casada?
¿Estás casada? That would be, are you married? ¿Estás casada?
Él está divorciado.
Él está divorciado. Well, that's quite an easy one.
¿Tienes novio?
¿Tienes novio? Do you have a boyfriend, I believe?
Estoy soltero.
Estoy soltero. ¿Estás casado? ¿Estás casado? ¿Estás casada? ¿Estás casada?
¿Estás casada?
I think maybe if it was female, it was estos casado. Estos casado. Oh, here it says it right here. Él está casado. Yeah. Okay, getting that down. See, from my repetitions, I'm understanding the O and the A. Esto, esta, estas, ella, ella, él es, él está, él esto. Okay, let's carry on. Estoy. That's the part of that. Is it soy, estoy. Ser, estar. ser, estar. I think that's the one I'm getting down. Estoy soltero. Estoy soltero.
Estoy soltero.
Estoy soltero. Él está es divorciado. Divorciado. Él está divorciado.
Él está divorciado.
Divorciado. And as you can see, there's going to be up in the top here, you can see this is 3 of 12. So there's going to be 12 before I get to the final. I want to show you, well, maybe it's halfway through, but we'll see. And I'm going to record exactly what I do on my phone, because what I'm going to show you later is something I use on my phone exclusively for studying, using my phone in places where I can actually sit. Maybe I'm sitting in the waiting room, maybe I'm sitting at home doing nothing that day, or sitting outside relaxing and just want to go through some study material and use some repetition. So I'll be right back. Okay, so there's something here that's really important that I want to bring up to you as you go along. I think Steve Kaufman mentioned it in his videos too many times, that don't try to study grammar, it will come to you. But I just want to point out in Babbel, they do actually have some grammar lessons here. So this is one of those built-in ways of learning how to use grammar without it being drilled into you constantly. It will give you the idea, and a lot of this you can utilize with other verbs as you go along. So this is just the one I'm using for tener. Okay, so I'll be back. One thing I want to point out here is the use of the word ustedes here. This is more for Latin America, South America, Central America, and so on and so forth. I believe in Spain, I am learning the South American Spanish, because I'm living here in Arizona. There are a lot more South American Spanish speaking people than there are from Europe. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they use vosotros in Spain instead of ustedes. But do know that even if you use ustedes in Spain, they will understand exactly what you're saying instead of vosotros. And it's the same as down in South America and Mexico and Central America and so on and so forth. If you use vosotros there, they will understand you. So, okay, so here
Qué
we are.
feliz estás hoy, Clara.
Sí, Hugo, estoy enamorada.
So now this is where I'm talking about. So right now, this is the part that is really crucial to part of my learning or my studying, is the conversations right here, because that's what you're going to have. You're going to have conversations in everyday life. So I'm going to take these basic conversations here and I'm going to listen to it right now, and then I'm going to switch my phone in a moment and show you exactly what I do on my phone, so you get a better understanding of part of my study habits that I've just implemented recently. And this is still part of Babbel, so you're not deviating from Babbel or from Link. I'm still using Babbel and Link, but this is what I'm doing just to give myself that extra boost that I need. And I'm only going to do this and read it basically when I have time. I'm going to have several conversations throughout my time using Babbel. So any conversation like we're having over here, Clara and Hugo are having a conversation in the kitchen. Now there are several throughout Babbel that we're going to use, but hopefully I'm going to show you on my phone on how I utilize it on an everyday basis. So let's just finish up this first. No, and you'll get to practice right now at the same time. O tienes novio. Oh, tienes novio? And let's just read from the start first. ¿Qué feliz estás hoy, Clara? Sí, Hugo, estoy enamorada. And you can click on it and listen to it again if you want.
Sí, Hugo, estoy enamorada.
Sí, Hugo, estoy enamorado. Enamored, I guess that would be the equivalent in English, which is anytime you can trigger words using English or the language you're speaking, that's a great way to do it. If there's a comparison, obviously if you speak Japanese or you speak Chinese, maybe that might be a different story, but if you don't speak English, then you're probably not listening to this anyway. So, sí, Hugo, estoy enamorado. Morada. So let's just use the word enamorada. Break it down. Enamorada. Enamorada. Estoy enamorada. Sí, Hugo, estoy enamorado. Enamorada. Enamorada. Estoy enamorada. Enamorada. Sí, Hugo, estoy enamorada. Oh, ¿tienes novia?
Oh, ¿tienes novio? ¿Cómo se llama?
Martín, mi compañero de trabajo.
¿En serio? Is it serious? Martín, pero él no está casada. ¿Casado? Perdón.
¿En serio? Martín, pero ¿él no está casado?
No, está soltero. Está soltero. Bueno,
No, está soltero. Bueno, ahora está conmigo.
¡Qué
ahora
bien!
es que está-
Pues yo también estoy enamorado.
¿Ah, sí? Por eso estás feliz también.
Qué bien, ¿no? Pues yo también estoy enamorado. ¿Enamorado? That's great. Okay. Ah, sí. Por eso estás feliz también. Sí, la conozco. I'm going to fill in the word first. Ella está divorciada.
Sí, la conozco a
Divorciada.
través de una aplicación de citas. Ella está divorciada.
Okay, so now that's finished, I can listen to the dialogue over and over again, which I will do. So right now we're gonna skip that for the moment, and I'm going over to my phone now, and I'm gonna show you exactly what I'm doing on my phone once I have finished filling in all the gaps here with the right responses, the right answers. So I'll be right back. Okay, so what I've done is I've gone over to my screen record, and I am now recording my screen on my Android. And what I'm going to do now I'm going to record it. I'm going to record this conversation again. So I'm going to hit play again because I've already listened to it once, and this time I'm going to record it to my phone.
¡Qué feliz estás hoy, Clara!
Sí, Hugo, estoy enamorada.
Oh, ¿tienes novio? ¿Cómo se llama?
Martín, mi compañero de trabajo.
¿En serio? ¿Martín? ¿Pero él no está casado?
No, está soltero. Bueno, ahora está conmigo.
¡Qué bien! Pues yo también estoy enamorado.
¿Ah, sí? Por eso estás feliz también.
Sí, la conozco a través de una aplicación de citas. Ella está divorciada.
Now, you see, I've gone through that and listened to it over and over again, and I'm recording it on my phone. So I won't record, when I record the ones in the future, I obviously won't have my voice talking before and after showing you what I'm doing. It would just be me recording it and listen to it later on. So now I've finished recording it, I will save it, and once I've saved it, I can go back over it again and listen to it as many times as I like on my phone. Because what happens in Babbel, it won't save it, so I save it myself rather than have to go over that again and listen to it again when I've already passed that and gone on to the next topic or the next section of Babbel. So that's a great way of doing it if you can do that. I think Android and the iPhones are two completely different animals, so therefore it's not going to actually be the same way of recording. So anyway, so that's where we're at right now. And the next thing I do is I go to the top here and I will do a screenshot of every single section here. So then when I go and sit down and read it, I will be able to go through each screenshot and read the conversation as it goes along. And I will do that many times, and then listen to the dialogue again and go over it again a few more times until I'm really comfortable with it. The great thing about it is it's only a minute or two long, so this is not something you can't do 5 or 6 times in a row until you feel comfortable even having the conversation or even speaking and pronouncing the words right. So there's that. So that's what I wanted to show you. So now we'll go back to my screen. And thanks for listening. Okay, so that's just a tip for today. I'm going to go back to studying now and finish up the rest of my day and finish up. I still have 2 more sections on this part to do today, but I just wanted to show you that, to show you one of the other ways I utilize Babbel in my everyday use to get a little bit more, extract a little bit more from it. Now, I can't do this every single day, and I don't study that dialogue every single day, but I try as best I can. If I've done 15-20 minutes on Babbel, then maybe I'll spend 10 more minutes going over the dialogue or the conversation 5 or 6 times, and then make sure my pronunciation is right, listen to the recording again, and then read it over and over again several more times after that. So that's my tip for the day. I'm going to carry on studying. I hope that helped you a lot. And tomorrow I think we're going to come out with a small Zen video just to relax and say, hey, look at my achievements. And as we move forward, we'll have a few more Zen videos, because I like to hike and I like to take videos of my hiking and show you guys what I do when I'm hiking and when I listen, because those are the times I like to listen intensely and enjoy the vistas around where I live. Thanks, and I will see you guys tomorrow on day 11.